Hey y'all, so this is Curly Kimmy Star and this is part 2 of my interview with my natural and curly hairstylist Keyonna Tillman. If you happen to miss part 1, I'm going to make sure I put that in the description box below so you can check that out. And yeah, so here's part 2.
Well, I also wanted to ask you about heat styling because I haven't had my hair heat styled since I started this whole going natural process 18 months ago, and I am like completely freaked out about having my hair blow dried or flat ironed. And so if you want to talk a little bit about that and how you can avoid having heat damage, because that's what scares us curlies the most, is like, I don't want my hair to be altered if I decide I want to wear it straight occasionally.
Right. Well, the great thing about curly hair is we do have the option to do both. We can actually wear it curly, natural, or we can straighten the hair. But I feel like if you're wearing your hair 90% natural, wash and go, twist outs, and you want to straighten your hair maybe for a day or an event, you need to make sure your hair is deep conditioned to the T. I would, depending on the texture of your hair, a lot of times more coarser textures tend to be a little bit more dry. I would stay away from high heat. So I would maybe roller set the hair, you know, or maybe take the hair section by section and give it a nice blow dry. That again, you need to seek a professional. I feel like you should stay away from really high heat though, because that's when you can acquire heat damage.
Right, I know, it just takes once.
Yeah, it just takes one time, and if that heat is too high, it'll damage the hair. Right. So I'm saying too, the hair doesn't have to be bone straight. Again, if you want bone straight hair, put a wig on, because in the end your hair is gonna pay for it, and you don't want, you don't want to wash that hair, and you're like, why is one side not curling and the other side, is straight?
Messed up.
Yeah. So just make sure the hair is deep conditioned, and you just care for the hair before you actually go into straightening. I'm not saying don't do it. I just feel like whoever is the professional who's going to do the straightening process, just make sure your hair is deep conditioned. Even maybe a week prior, before you decide to go in and get your hair straightened at the salon, you can care for it yourself at home and make sure, just prep it and have it ready to be straightened. Right. Just be careful. But roller sets always work. I think roller sets are a great look as well. You can maybe braid down the hair and then, have the stylist straighten it that way. Take out some of the curl. But just be careful with the heat temperature. Heat temperature is key. You don't want to run over the same piece over and over again.
Right, that's it,
So if you have really thick, full hair, don't get it bone straight. Just don't get it bone straight. Right. Pop a wig on. Throw a half fall on. And you never know. Make sure you get bangs, because bangs always make it look natural. So
right, true.
Yes.
Okay, so I have another question. Do you offer, for anybody who's watching that wants a relaxer or is interested, maybe somebody who doesn't wear their hair curly most of the time, maybe they wear it, they're natural, but they choose to heat straighten their hair. Well, not texturize, but yeah, texturize and or get it, like I used to get my hair pressed every other week. Like somebody who wants to do that, be natural that way. Do you offer those services as well?
Well, if you come into me, you're not going to get that bone straight flat hair, but I can make it pretty straight. And again, before I do straighten your hair, if you are wearing it natural, I will make sure I deep condition it before I, do the service. And yes, I do offer as far as relaxers and texturizers. I actually do texturizers as well. The way I do, most of my clients who get texturizers just want to loosen the curl. I'm not your girl if you want a relaxer to make the hair bone straight. I think that ruins the hair anyway. You lose the porosity in the hair, it becomes dead. Yeah. Women, if you're relaxing your hair and you have see-through ends, cut it off, please. I mean, no, I'm not saying cut it off. I'm saying enough with the relaxers. Just let your hair kind of grow out, healthy and natural. Because if you have see-through ends, that means your hair has been over-processed. And you don't want to put any more chemical in those ends if you do have, see-through ends. But for me, when I texturize the hair, I just leave it on for about 8 to 10 minutes, and I actually do the back of the hair first, let it process, time it, rinse it, and then do the front separate. I don't put it all on the head at one time because I'm actually watching the curl pattern as well. And most of my girls who get texturizers come in every 5 to 6 months. I mean, that's all you would need. Oh, that's good, yeah. That's all you would need. But if you're transitioning, if you're those girls who previously had relaxers and maybe acquired damage from a relaxer, then, and you know, you're trying to go natural and you might have this tight curl at the ends and these loose curls at the ends, I actually like Bantu knots. I think Bantu knots,
they're cute,
are super cute for that curl pattern if you want to kind of rock the curly hair. But I just say stay away from, you know, texturizers if you do have really weak ends.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, you know, everybody can create their hair, create healthier hair.
Oh yeah.
You know, even if your hair is relaxed or texturizer or whatever, you know, like you said, you can go less often. Because when I was wearing a relaxer, I was going every 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah.
And that's I mean, I can't believe I had any hair on my head at all. I mean, really.
I'll be like, you call me for an appointment, I'll be like, it's not time yet.
I know, right. And that's the thing, is that was the culture. That's what we were used to.
Yeah,
you just went, you know, you saw like a half inch of new growth and it was like, oh no! Yeah, and it's just, really, I can't believe I had hair. How often should somebody get their hair cut? If they're wearing your hair natural, curly, you know, how often would you recommend that they come in to have a stylist cut their hair? Because, you know, we're so used to now doing our own hair, we're figuring it out ourselves and on a regular basis. But, you know, I know that we do need to come in and have somebody like assess our hair and all of that. So how often would you recommend a haircut?
I mean, I would say anywhere from maybe 3 to 4 months. Really depends on the style. Excuse me, the style you get. I do have clients who, you know, get the bob look, the A-line, and sometimes that A-line grows out and they want that shape. They want to keep up that shape. But with the dry haircut, you only really need to come in 3 to 4 months. Some sooner. It really depends because some people hair just grow a lot longer, you know, in a month's period of time. Like you have people hair who grow an inch to, you know, half an inch to an inch a month, so they may need to come in sooner. But there are people, you know, who hair grows really quickly, and there's others who might not want the length of their hair and they like to keep it a certain way or a certain length, so they may come in sooner. But I say anywhere 3 to 4 months would be a good time to kind of come in and, you know, make sure your ends are clean and you know.
Is there anything else that you'd like to share with my viewers that are watching?
Kids, just encourage your kids to embrace their natural hair. Again, I come from a family, mixed race, where my mother totally encouraged my hair. Never made me feel like it was a hassle to deal with. It was more of myself who didn't really appreciate my hair until I hit a certain age and was like, wow, I really do have awesome hair. But just continue to encourage the kids to wear their natural hair. I have 2 daughters who I encourage to wear their natural hair in middle school and elementary. They have the biggest hair ever. I think it's great. They love it. I love it. But when they see their mother love it and their father, they will love their hair. If you have that mother who's, I can't deal with your hair, it's too much hair, I mean, that's not encouraging your child to embrace their natural hair. So, you know, just encourage your kids to wear their hair natural. Yeah,
that's good. That's good advice. I only have a son, so I don't quite get the same experience.
Boys, I mean, I have curly guys. I have guy clients who come in with their curly hair. You know, they are all about their curly hair. Believe it or not, I have men who come in and are very particular about their curls because they also have the same experience of not getting a proper haircut. You know, having curly hair, they would go to a barber and they would use, you know, clippers or, you know, thinning shears or razors or, you know, so I do have guys as well who's, you know, they require a good, you know, hairstylist to give them a great haircut as well. So guys they're in tune too. Don't be surprised. Men are very in tune with their curly hair.
But we'll see. I'm interested because now my son's used to my hair being curly, so he's like wants his hair big, which is why you know my husband cuts his hair. So he's been like letting it grow. It's like getting so big now, and he loves it.
Super cute. I mean, men especially. I think. Hold on. I mean, you know, unless it's hereditary and it runs in the family, but if you have hair, wear it out. Let it, you know, be free. Let it grow. Especially the boys. I think they're so cute. My nephews, they're also, you know, curly guys, and sometimes they tend to take it a little short. I think they look adorable with curly hair, but they're on the East Coast, and, you know, my sister-in-law was like, well, if you was hair, then I would let it go curly. But I think they look super cute. They look curly cues, but they end up cutting it off. But you know, so
yeah, boys sometimes do. Sometimes they do cut it.
Just encourage your kids to wear their hair curly. I think it's a good thing. It's a good look, and you know, there's various styles you can also do with kids' hair, just like with, you know, our hair as well. So yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me
and talking to us. I'm so excited, and
I'm so excited.
And I can't wait. Actually, you're gonna cut my hair in a little bit, in a couple next month. So I'm excited to get my hair reshaped.
Good. That would be great. So again, you guys can, you know, www.KeonnaTillman.com or bookings@KeonnaTillman.com, or you can also, you know, call me, 818-415-1983. Call, text, leave me a message. I will get back to you. And the name of the salon is Salon Republic. And thanks, Kim, for having me. And hi, all YouTubers. All you natural girls out there.
I know, right? The natural girlies.
Movement alive, because it wasn't always, you know, it was always, what are we going to do? You know,
exactly.
You walk into a salon, you want to get your hair done. It's like, let's straighten it. That's always the first option because it's easier.
Right.
But in the end, you don't want to be stuck with that one look from a chemical service, you know? So
right.
Embrace your hair and love your hair. Be you. At the end of the day, just be you. That's how you know, just be you.
Right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay,
so
bye.
I hope you enjoyed the interview with Keyonna. If you happen to be in the Southern California area or you live out here and you would like to have her do your hair for you, I'm going to make sure I put all of her information in the description box below, so make sure you check that out. Or if you have any questions for her that maybe something I didn't ask that you want answered, definitely she would love to help you out with that as well. I trust her with my hair completely. She's cut my hair 2 times now and she's going to do it. I'm never going to have anybody else cut my hair because, you know, as curlies, we want a curly expert to cut our hair or to color our hair, somebody who knows how to deal with it. And she's pretty much it for me. I don't trust anybody else. So what I'm actually going to do though for you guys is on April 17th, I'm going to have her cut my hair and she's agreed to let me film it. So my curl friend and fellow YouTuber, Makeup and Beauty Junkie, has agreed to film it for me. So we're gonna have a blast doing that. So you'll get to see a whole process from beginning to end. And yeah, that should be good. So I'm excited about that. That's coming up soon. But she actually cut Makeup and Beauty Junkie's hair, and about 3 or 4 other of my friends' hair she's cut. One of my girlfriends got a big chop, and she's done, a couple of my friends got their hair colored. So she really, really is a great natural hairstylist. So definitely check out her information if you're interested. And if you have any questions for me, definitely let me know. But check out for that video. It'll be probably towards the middle to the end of April. That should be up. And I guess that's it. I will catch up with you guys on the next video.